Okay, hey, welcome everybody to Autogeek Show Car Garage here in sunny Stuart, Florida. And today we have a real special show. Of course, we have Wayne Carini here from Chasing Classic Cars. Big round of applause.
Thank you.
And I was talking a few minutes ago about there's always someone behind the scenes. Well, that would be this guy right here, Bob McKee. He is the president. Go ahead. Thank you. President and CEO of the man with the vision that's made Autogeek happen, and that's how come we're all here today, including Wayne, myself, Bob, Yancey, and all of you. And we have a very special thing we're going to do today that I think Bob and Wayne are going to do, and then later on we got a special guest we're going to introduce, and then we're going to do a little tech session involving that blue Ferrari out there. So with that said, I think I'll go ahead and turn this over to you guys.
Thank you, Mike. We appreciate it. Well, Wayne, we have a little story about this car. Where do you want to start?
I don't know. It started a while ago, that's for sure. Bob asked me if I would consider looking at a Mustang that has been in his family since new. And so he explained the car to me a little bit and shipped it up to our shop in Connecticut. And when I got it, it sort of was like, okay, now what do we do with this thing? It was a well-used car and had a little rust issue here and there, but yet Bob wanted it restored back to its original condition as his aunt, I think it was.
Yes.
As his aunt used to have it. She was the original owner of the car, and it got passed to Bob and the family, and it's like a lot of our cars that are in our families. We really cherish them. They become part of the family, and you don't want to get rid of it. And so many people come to me with cars that are like that their uncle had or their father had, and you say, geez, you know, it's probably financially not worthwhile restoring this car, and they say, I don't care what it costs, restore the car because it has to stay in our family.
No, I didn't say that.
Close to it. Part of the thing too is that a lot of people and a lot of your great cars out there are modified cars, and that's a great thing to do. But sometimes it's really kind of cool to keep it as original as possible. So we've got a car here that we've restored back to its original condition as the day that Bob's aunt picked it up at the car dealership. So we'd like to unveil the car for the first time. Bob has seen it before, but we'll take the car cover off.
Can you take this someplace? Now, with the help of F40 Motorsports, Wayne Carini, this was my aunt's. She's 90 years old now, and she got to see this car Monday. When we came down from Connecticut, we had the transporter stop in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Nancy, do we have some pictures of that? The transporter stopped in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. 23 degrees. I know people like Wayne thinks this is warm here, but it's really cold for us. The driver was nice enough to sit in the Kmart shopping center. We took it off the transporter, drove it to the nursing home where Jenny is, and this car is Jenny. And am I okay here?
Yep. You're coming up.
And she got to see the car for the first time in about 15 years. And it was just amazing. And I think Yancey might have some pictures.
TVs coming up. There's your.
She bought this car brand new for 26.
That's how cold it was. Tell them how cold it was.
No, I did 52 degrees. Oh, that's the temperature. Okay, right, okay. Oh, I'm going to go with script now? Oh,
No,
come on.
There you go.
Okay, that's taking it off up in Pennsylvania. Can everybody hear me now? Okay, good. Okay, let's move it. You can see it's a little nippy with the exhaust coming out. And you can look at all the monitors around the room. That's the engine you'll see in a few minutes. That's Jenny, 90 years old. The first thing she said was, I don't need my oxygen to see this. And off it came. Then she says, let me see how it looks behind the wheel. That's okay. She wanted to check out the engine.
That's cool.
Look at the face.
And she says, let's go for a ride.
All right.
Look at that smile. Can you back up that one? That's the smile right there. That's what it's all about.
That's
All
the money
people.
shot.
Right there. That's what it's all about, huh?
That's your last one.
That's great.
All right, we got to thank Yancey for that. Thank you, Yancey. I also have here a copy of the original window sticker. I have the original one. $2,657 in 1966. The extra AM radio was $57.51, and the extra white wall tires, $33.31. Can you see that? And don't ask me, I won't sell it for that. No, I will not. But with the help of Wayne, Yance, you want to take a little? And the great people at F40 Motorsports, how many hours do you think was put on this?
Lots of hours. And one of the things too is that when we restore a car, we want to make sure that it's well sorted out. So I've probably put about 200 miles on this car. And every time you came back, I had to make sure that everything was tight and that it ran perfectly. This is the third carburetor on here because every one, the float was starting to stick. And so we finally got a carburetor that worked. Voltage regulator, about 100 miles into the test, voltage regulator started acting funny. As you guys all know, I mean, it does happen. You put brand new parts in these cars, but sometimes they fail, even brand new ones. So that's part of the deal, is making sure the car runs properly. What's really great is leaving the 6-cylinder engine in this car. I mean, normally, and even Bob and I talked about putting a 289 or something like that in it, but we felt because of it being as part of the family that it stayed exactly as it was the day that she drove it out of the showroom. So we've done that. I think we've accomplished our mission, and now you've got a great little Mustang convertible. These are such an iconic car. 50 years of Mustang. It's amazing that Ford has kept the same design, basically. We've got a front engine, rear wheel drive car, 4-passenger car, and there's not too many manufacturers that have kept that exact same design throughout its history. So we've got to commend Ford for doing that. They've got wonderful cars today. I just recently drove their little 4-cylinder car with 310 horsepower it has now. Just an unbelievable car. So Ford has done a fabulous job, and it all started right here with this car.
Well, we're so glad that you took this project on. And a little more history about this. My aunt knew my dad, and my dad's been passed on for about 27 years now. And I have his Falcon. You might see that there. It's called Harvey. And what closed the deal was to tell Jenny that Jenny will come to Florida and retire with Harvey. And so that's the rest of the story on this Mustang.
That's great.
And Wayne, would you, I would like you to sign this, and Yancey, can you get this on the camera?
Wait a minute, I got to get my glasses. Good to be an old guy. I can't see anything. Signing it over to you now. This is it. What is today's date?
It is the 13th.
12, 13th.
We'll turn that around for you.
There it is.
And you
It's
turn
officially yours now.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you. And not everybody has one of these. They can say that Wayne did their car, so, and his shop, so very good. Well, does anyone have any quick questions before we go to the next step? Anybody have a quick question for Wayne or myself? We can take about 2 or 3.
Yes. Original color. Everything on the car is as it left the factory. Yes, sir. 65.
66.
66, I'm sorry.
I got a question for you. Hey, Wayne, same price that was on that sticker?
That was a down payment.
That was
Consultation charge.
that was dinner.
All the way in the back.
You have working at your facility now.
We have eight people working in the shop. We're down from 18. But we used to be a collision shop also, so we did restoration and collision. We've closed our collision shop, and now we just do restoration work. We're moving into our new building. We'll probably add 4 more people now that we're moving into our new building.
Is Roger still there?
Roger's still there, sometimes, when he feels like it.
Now, about 8:45, we recently expanded 8 more bays over here. It's empty, but about 8:45, when we're done in here, if anybody wants to take a little stroll through empty bays before we turn it into more Autogeek stuff, I'll be happy to give everybody a quick tour. So just to let you know.
Quarter 10.
I'm sorry?
Quarter 10, not quarter 9.
Oh, 9:45, okay.
Yes, sir.
Wayne, is this going to be on an episode of Chasing Classic Cars?
It is not. No, we didn't do this. You know, restoring a car and filming that is such a long process that we normally don't do that. We are going to start showing some more restoration work, but this car actually took us
Almost a year and a half.
about a
almost
year
2
and a half.
years, yeah.
Well, I'm not working on it full time, but you know, work a year and a half. It's about 90% replaced parts. You know, we really tore it right down to absolutely nothing. But we wanted to give Bob a car, and we do that with all our restorations, that in 30 years from now, it's going to look exactly the same. There's not going to be any issues with the car. And it comes with that guarantee, by the way.
That's well. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Approximately how much would that car be worth on one of these auctions?
It's worth what someone would pay, but it's worth more to Bob than anything, you know, any dollar value. But I mean, that's probably a $60,000 car at auction, you know, done to this level. 75 if you get 2 people in the room battling over it. Could go to 100 grand. You just don't know, you know.
Okay, we're going to bring Mike in here. Mike, you got anything to add?
What I want to add is, with this car's getting moved outside, and take a moment to look at the paint and the finish quality. So there's no orange peel and there's no swirls. It has a flawless finish, and that's another thing that Wayne provides at his shop. Is he uses the Pinnacle product line, and all his guys use our products. But just check out the finish quality of this car. It is flawless. Good job.
I've got to
Wayne.
say one thing, you know, when you're in the restoration business, and we've been doing restorations for, my dad started doing them in the 50s. And in our shop, you always think that you know everything. You know, that, you know, you're the guy, you've got all the knowledge and stuff. But when I met these guys and Mike came to our shop and spent 3 days with us, we learned so much, and we brought our detailing to the next level. It's amazing what products and machinery that they sell, and the knowledge, and that's the key to the whole thing. You got to have the product, you got to have the machinery, but the knowledge that Mike brings to the table and the products that Bob brings us all, it's totally amazing what you can do to your car. You guys see it firsthand here in Florida, but up in the Northeast, we're just learning. And it's great to be able to share that with everyone and get everybody doing the same exact thing. But these are the guys, they've got the knowledge.
And we have it right here in Stuart, Florida. Mike. And Mike, I'll leave it to you and Wayne, and you can mingle, do your tech session, and let's
Thanks
go.
for everybody for coming too. This is a great turnout. I appreciate you guys coming. I was at the Mecum auction yesterday in Austin, and it's great to be here though with you guys today. This is how we make TV shows. Everybody, okay, ready?
Okay, hey, welcome everybody.